You know what I just love? Triple digit numbers. If I could wake up one day and see a triple digit number as soon as I wake up, I would be pretty satisfied. Oh my god. That's right. The first triple digit number of the rest of my life. Of course, about a week ago or something, I put out a post asking if you wanted a video about remaking small thumbnails, and I got a few yes pleases. Of course, I just made the theme of this quote-unquote 100 subscriber special remaking thumbnails. I mean, I guess it just kind of made sense. I know it's not the greatest thing ever, but you know, I can't really do much more, and I didn't really have much time or ideas. I originally wanted to record myself drawing these thumbnails, but I didn't have the file space. Okay, I'll be honest. You know, those files are for some reason massive, and I don't know why. And I'm not willing to change it because you know what? It's probably gonna change the quality or something. Anyway, I just decided I'm just gonna, you know, show the thumbnail, talk about it a little bit, and then show the glow up, as Gen Z would call it. Oh man, I fit so well with the kids. They're so hip and stuff, and I'm fitting right in, and I feel very, very upset about it. In between that, I also wrote down some questions because I put a post telling people, you know, put some questions, you know, maybe get to know each other a little bit. Also, I'm studying a lot, sorry. Yeah, nobody really put a question, so I just generated my own. I used ChatGPT, I used my own, I came up with my own, and then I found this really weird one. Like, I was up really late, and I was just like, hey look, it's an AI system thing, and I just told it to make some questions for me, and I have no idea what happened. I was just that tired. Anyway, I randomly selected them and put them into a list, and I hope nothing I say gets me in trouble, because I don't know what that AI was. Anyway. The first horror game I ever played on the channel, and the first time I ever drew my persona in a thumbnail. Everything about this video is kind of forgettable, and this thumbnail just did not make up for it at all. I do like the simplicity and the concept trying to make him look like he's actually there, which is something I still do sometimes. With that in mind, this thumbnail does set an acceptable standard for thumbnails that would come after it, which I've done that theme a lot. And at the time I was okay with it, but it did not take long for me to take a slight dislike towards it. You know, it's not the greatest, and you can see that. A lot of my older drawings made it clear that drawing my persona facing forward was a clear challenge for me, because I did not have a set way to do it. Sometimes it turned out great, other times it was just like, whatever, not too great, and we're gonna get to see a little more of that later on. But of course, because it was a challenge for me, it makes the remake so much more easier for me to appreciate, you know? I mean, when I was all set to remake thumbnail, I wanted to capture the same style as the original, unsurprising, but since this remake after a year and a half, that makes it all the less vile to look at. 1, 2, voila, quality! So I was really nervous to make this thumbnail, because I didn't think I would be able to turn out nearly as good as it did. But the real question is, will this make the video any less forgettable? And the answer, what video? I guess now would be a good time to answer some questions that I wrote down. First question is, what is your favorite hobby and how did you get started with it? My favorite hobby, of course, is doing YouTube, all this editing, drawing thumbnails, recording, playing the games, all that stuff. Even making this video, I'm having fun with it, even though it's 12:17 on a quote-unquote Saturday morning. Yeah, it's midnight, and I'm working on this. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, how did I get started with it? I started back in 2014. Yeah, my YouTube career is almost 10 years old, and that was when I was just running around my Samsung S3 Mini, just kind of recording stuff, having fun. The channel's still up, but I'm not telling you what it is because it's really embarrassing, very cringy, and honestly, I don't need that held over my head again. After that, I think a year after I started, I did a second channel, which was about Minecraft. I'm glad I didn't stick with that because I'd probably be in jail. You know how Minecraft YouTubers are. And then after that, I think 2 years after that, I started a third channel, which didn't take off at all. It was just not, it just wasn't good. I don't know why. It was like supposed to be a reboot of the first channel, and I don't know what my plan was. So this is my 4th attempt, and my first time actually trying to take it seriously, and we can see that because I actually hit 100 subscribers. Again, thank you. You know, it feels nice. It feels great. you know, that I'm actually doing this seriously, and it's starting to work out. Second question, what is your favorite movie, and why? My favorite movie is Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. I don't know what it is, just that movie is just... I've watched funnier movies, but that one's just for some reason really special to me, and it's just so funny, and I've watched it like 3 times, and apparently, you know, hearing about apparently how Jerry Springer recently died, it brought me right back to the Jerry Springer scene in the movie, which was probably... That was one of the hardest laughing to ever come out of my mouth. I don't even know how I'm trying to say this, but, you know, I don't think I ever laughed that hard at too many other scenes in movies, and I guess it just brings it back to me. It brings back, you know, after hearing about this event. What is your favorite food and why? Pizza, because... What was the most embarrassing moment in your life? I guess right now, I mean, if I pissed myself, it would be very embarrassing, but I didn't piss myself, meaning it's not the most embarrassing moment in my life. But if I did piss myself, it would be pretty embarrassing. If you were a vegetable, which one would you be and why? Preferably one with legs. Definitely potato. I mean, I like potatoes. It's like one of the only vegetables I actually eat, because vegetables are just kind of vile to me. I don't know. I never really connected with vegetables as an edible vegetables yet. But yeah, if I was a potato, I'd probably eat myself, and then at least I'd die full of myself. No, you know what? I don't even... No. This is horrible. Truth be told, I have no reason why I let this literally pass the drawing board. Ever since I first put the original video out, I hated this thumbnail, but I never decided to change it until now. Mainly because I didn't know if I could make it any better because of how inconsistent my art was. The second video of my We Happy Few series also has the same facing forward thing going on, but it's a million times better, which clearly shows the inconsistency in my art. Nothing about this thumbnail is that good outside of the pictures in the background, and if there's one thumbnail I would have remade no matter what, it was definitely this one, and the entire concept of this video is because I decided to ship out an abomination like this. That is why I'm so satisfied with the remake. Just look at this. Sure, the faces are on the opposite sides of the thumbnail than the original, but it's about the upgrade here. And if anything, it fits the title even more. The background, of course, is new, and I wanted to toy around with colors and environments more when I was working on it. It turned out really good, and I'm glad that I don't have to always see the original anymore, because I constantly have it in my brain, and now I don't have to think about it anymore, because this is taking the spot. Alright, question time once again. If you were stranded on a deserted island, I could only bring 3 things, what would they be? An infinite supply of food, an infinite supply of drinks, and a boat. I mean, honestly, that's just a loophole. Like, I can bring a infinite supply. That's not proper grammar. I mean, that still counts as one thing, correct? I think so. Next question. What is the weirdest food combination that you enjoy? Buffalo sauce on pancakes. Next question. If you had $1 for every time one of your classmates threw up in class, how rich would you be? $25. I refuse to explain further. I don't know that was the other AI's thing. Yeah, no. Are we living in a simulation? Not yet. What is your favorite song? Pursuit of Pleasure by the Lillingtons. I've mentioned Lillingtons so many times on this channel, and I don't know why I do it. I don't know, it's just a great band. It's my favorite song by my favorite band and my favorite album. Like, come on. I'm obligated. I'm obligated to talk about it all the time, right? I think so. Probably not, you know. Anyway. Now this thumbnail is not too bad. I could have kept it as is, but I always thought maybe I could do the drawing just a little bit better. It's not bad by any means, but a few things could change. The background isn't exactly eye-catching though. I knew what I was doing when I made this thumbnail, and I was always mixed about the background. I usually have a picture of something from the game as a background because it gives some context as to what the episode is about or where it takes place. I also think a change could bring attention to it in the future. And by the remake here, it is definitely more eye-catching, and the art of my persona is just absolutely adorable here. The text is a tad odd, but it's okay in my opinion, and I also took note how I removed the number from the next to the logo. don't really think I needed numbers of thumbnails to begin with, because most episodes are really just doing things outside of story quests, and apparently numbers can draw new people away since they've never seen any other episodes of the series, so why would they immediately jump to this one? What's your favorite color? Pink. What would you do if? Okay, you know what? That was another. That was the weird AI thing again. Don't pay attention to any of those questions. Okay, honestly. If you could upload your consciousness to a computer, would you still be the same person or just a digital copy of yourself? Well, you technically be a digital copy of yourself. Also, uploading your consciousness. I mean, I feel like Portal. You know, obviously this isn't a good thing, but you know, it's like, you gotta think. People could tamper with you, with your programming. People could tamper with anything, really. So eventually you would change, and you definitely wouldn't be the same person, especially because you're not a person, you're a computer. So yeah, just over time you would change, right? Would you like to enter this contest? You could win $1 million. I don't know why. I don't know why I still have these in here. Honestly, I don't know why I still have these in here. I thought it was just funny. I don't know. What if we discovered an alien species that was more technologically advanced than us, but morally and ethically inferior? How would we approach communication and potential conflict with them? Re-education camps. I don't know what my thought process behind this one was. I guess because this video was about a fight with a helicopter, I should make the thumbnail seem really fight-ish. And the whole versus thing is great, but the colors in the background just don't make sense at all. I always felt like the thumbnail was the reason this video didn't do as well as I thought it would, and I'm probably right about that. As it stands, a video about fighting a helicopter is great. It was the first boss fight in the game, so everything was lined up to be an interesting watch. But the thumbnail just had to swoop in and mess everything up. The remake, however, I don't even need to say anything. This is definitely what I wanted out of the thumbnail since the start, and the fact that I never did it back then is really just backwards, but I guess it's the best that I did it now because it would have not looked nearly this good if I had done it right at the start. If you were to encounter an exact copy of yourself but with a completely different personality and experiences, would you still be the same person? I mean, yeah, it's kind of a weird question considering, you know, I'm still in the same body, I'm still the same person, there's just another version of me who's had different experiences and different personality. The question is, what would their personality be like? I mean, would they be like me? Very cowardly, very sporadic, gay? And what kind of experience? Would they have experienced some near-death stuff? Would they have been like, yeah, my life was easy, I was rich, you know, I didn't really have to do anything, I was very smart. I had an IQ of like 420. You know, I think I'm still the same person. You know, I'm still the same body. I'm still me. Hello. I mean, it's just a clone. It's just a clone of myself. Of course, I would be like, huh, that's interesting. I wonder what I would have to do for things to turn out like that. You know, suppose a toddler approached you as you were crossing the street, and a gang of pirates said they needed the toddler in order to fire a cannon to survive the invasion of the Saucermen. Would you trust the humanoids? No, I would not. You don't trust the humanoids. Spare change? Jesus Christ. Was I high when I made this list? Dude, how did I end up with questions like that in the list? I swear, I don't remember any of this. Oh my god, how late was, Jesus Christ. No, I'm done, no. Excuse me while I go throw up. What on earth was I thinking when I made this? The fact that I made a thumbnail like this only 9 months ago is disgusting and scary, and frankly, I'm glad I took the time to actually learn how to make a good thumbnail since then. The video itself is fine. Not my best, not my worst. But no wonder this video only got 1 view. I'm shocked it got a view at all. Like, who would watch something with a thumbnail like this? See, I actually remember what my original plan was. It was to dress my persona up like Mega Man, but I knew I would not be able to do that because I did not have the skill or the patience, so I decided, yeah, let me screw this up, and I made one of the worst thumbnails on my entire channel. I mean, yes, it matches with the title, but come on. This is the best I could do. Let me tell you, this this is worse than a completely burnt to black pizza compared to the amazing remake. Like, honestly, look at this. This is mesmerizingly wonderful. It's everything that a good thumbnail should be, and I'm very glad that I took the time to remake this thumbnail, because now I can actually sleep at night with having my sleep paralysis Mega Man 9 thumbnail demon try to kill me. Jesus Christ, it's so good to get rid of that thing. Jesus. Well, that is all I have for the video. I know it's not the most amazing special video out there, but I think it's better than nothing in my opinion. Thank you all so much for 100 subscribers, and let's hope for another 100 soon. I hope this video has found you in a good mood, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.